Okay, Freddy 59100 here, and today I'm going to try to get out here before it rains on me. What I'm going to do is I'm specifically show structures and how to tell the difference between a bear, nature, and what Squatches does. Basically, it don't take a lot of common sense to figure out a bear, because when a bear pushes a tree down, he will claw it on the way down. Not every time, but they do most of the time. When you look at a structure, like say, let's say like someone, like a person does it. Alright, he will take and try to break it. Then he'll realize that it takes a considerable amount of strength to break a limb, like a stick or something, and he's got to use extra force, and he cannot twist unless there's two people trying to twist it, you know. But that's a matter of opinion. That's the way I see it, you know. I mean, like I said, I've been doing this since 1981, and I've gotten to the point, and being an arborist, you learn a lot of things as far as structures and all that stuff goes. You got to learn how the wood, the texture of the wood, how good that does to, here, let me show you a good example. Okay, we got this one right here. You get up in here before I get rattled all over the place. Okay. Now. Dang it. Alright, throw that one right there. Now, that tree's still alive, okay? But you look right here. You see it right there? Now, that limb is going, you see the angle. The limb goes at an angle, follow the thing, goes up like that. Alright, now if nature did this, or a bear did it, the bear would have to be over 6 foot tall, and it would show claw marks on the bark. And you do not see that. And even though the tree's healthy, it's still got a little dead spot right there. But it still takes a considerable amount of strength to bend that and get her where it stays. Because anybody can bend and break a limb on the ground. Problem is trying to get it to stay in that position, which you won't. Like we said, it takes a considerable amount of strength to do stuff like that. Yeah, a bear can push a tree over, big freaking deal. Everybody knows that. Common sense. If you're a bear hunter, that's fine too, you know. I know my bears. I know their tracks. When you look at a footprint on the ground, like say a Sasquatch footprint, you look for the double step. That would tell you everything. When a human walks, here's the good part. The heel on a full-grown Squatch is wider than a human. There are some women with some big feet, I grant you that much, you know. But bottom line, dermal ridges is fine if you're in an investigation or murder investigation. But you cannot make a determination if it's human, if it's a Squatch, or whatsoever. Paul loaded some photos on there. He said, which one of these could possibly be a Squatch print? You had a bear, you had a human, and you had a gorilla. Now, which one of them prints? Oh, I forgot. Primates are the closest to a human, which is true, but their tracks are not. Like M.K. Davis says, the Squatch is built a particular way. And, well, like I say, just go to his video, YouTube, go to Freddy 59100, go to the YouTube channel, and look up Interview with M.K. Davis. That will explain everything on that part. But anyway, I'm going to get off here right now, and I'm going to show you some structures here in a minute, so I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Now, this here was just made last night. Look, that, look how fresh it is. Now, a bear would have to stand up and pull it. But you look on the ground, you get back here, you get on the ground, and I see a footprint right here, right there. And it is 12 inches long. See one there, see one right there, one right here. But that is a fresh break, and no bear tracks. None. Nada. Not a bear track one. So anyway, let me take you back in here and show you structures. Now I'm going to show you the difference, and I will be in the example too. I will show you different things that is common sense, if a human can do it or not. Now I'm following a trail right now. I don't know if they're watching me or what, but I have a weird feeling I'm being watched. That's cool. That's good. That's what I want. Okay. I don't see nothing nowhere. Alright. Let's go to the next area. This is when you first come in the area here, you know. And you're looking for stuff but you can't find it. And everything. Here's a trail right here. It's an old trail. Okay, here we go. Okay, got one right up here. This is a good one. Here's a good one. Okay, as you can see, this tree has been broken for a long time. You can see where it goes down. It's still wet because it ain't been moved. Okay, but look at this. This tree right here. Let me back it up. Let me back it up here. Okay, you look right here. You see how it bends. You got this stick holding down right there, but it comes down, and guess what? It's in the ground or tucked next to the log. Okay, then you got the second tree, which is the bigger loop, coming down and coming underneath this one. Okay, now here's the interesting part that no one ever really pays attention to. Look right here. Okay, that right there could be a chair for a squash, but in reality it's just a fallen limb. Now we look at the bark here. Okay, look at that bark. Okay, look at the bark on that tree right there, and you look at the next tree, and you look behind, and guess what? This right here matches this tree right here, and that tree is going that way. So how did that limb got there? Interesting. Now look at here. You got this bent right across through here. Okay, held down by this here and by this twig right here. You look over there, you got that one come around being held down the same way. Now bears cannot do that. Bears are not that intelligent to look. You got two of them. You got a big one right here, and you got a small one right there, all being held together. Now since when does a bear do that? A bear don't. Bear will push it, uproot it, break it, and that's it. This right here, I could say, oh look, it's been bent over. But fortunately, I know this tree, it's natural. This right here, see right here. Oh look, a squash is holding it down. Guess what? It's natural. Okay? You know, you just got different things that you got to look at, you know, like right here. Right there. Look how it bends over. It comes down, it goes underneath that log. Look at that other limb, comes up. It's holding it up to us, boy. And look, you got another limb over there, it comes right on across. And then you got that broken right there. So chances are, that limb, that little tree right there, is that up there, where I showed you. Matter of fact, think of it, it's the same circumference and everything. It's the same damn tree. So, I guess a bear carried it that way. There's a little footprint right there, from here to here. 5, 6, 7 inches. It's a 7-inch track. It's a juvie. Okay? But you know, they're just, you know, I'm not ragging anybody and everything. I'm just proving a point. A known primate, which we do not have in the United States unless they're in a zoo. Bigfoot is not a known primate. M.K. Davis verified that. It's its own, he's got his own thing to his own self, okay? In other words, we don't know what Bigfoot is. All we're doing is giving our assumptions and theories and guesses. You cannot determine a Bigfoot track by dermal ridges. There is nothing to compare it to. And no, you do not use primates to do it. Common sense would tell you that. No primates and everything. It's all simple arithmetic. Yeah, you can read some books that tells you about known animals, known primates, known creatures that are recorded in books. In reality, we don't have anything to positively prove Bigfoot's existence. Oh yeah, everybody sees them. You know, a lot of people see them and everything. You know, I've seen them. I've seen more than, you know, since '81. I've seen so many damn squashes. It's pathetic. You can believe me if you want. I don't care. Look at this. Bent over. Tucked underneath this log right here. This piece right there was picked up and laid like that. You can see right here, that little limb right there comes over and it's bowed around, tucked underneath that little dead piece right there. You know, it's all common sense, you know. And I'm hearing movement over to my left, which is the group that I've been working with for a while. You know, I mean, if they don't want to show themselves, that's fine. If they don't want me to hear them, that's fine too, you know. But they will always leave evidence that they're around. I'll be right back.